Welcome to Week 1, BC1020 Medical Basics and the Healthcare Claims Cycle with UMA, Ultimate Medical Academy. Hi students, welcome to Week 1. By now you should have reviewed the welcome video and PowerPoint and the course orientation PowerPoint sent via email attachment located under the course main menu and student materials. You should have navigated the course and learned about your materials and resources. This PowerPoint and associated video will outline the important coursework expectations and grading criteria and how to complete the coursework. Best regards to your course experience from your instructor, Patricia Smith, with Ultimate Medical Academy. Week 1 expectations. Week 1 original discussion post is due on or before Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And 2 replies, assignments, and tests are due Sunday on or before 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please see the discussion and assignment how-tos under course main menu and student materials for Week 1. Discussion expectations. Please include the following guidelines for submitting original discussion post and replies. Include 5 complete sentences for each paragraph included in your original discussion post. Original posts are due by Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Include 3 complete sentences minimum in each of 2 replies. Replies are due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your original post and your replies need to be posted on separate days. Use sentence format for each paragraph with 5 complete sentences. You have a topic sentence and 3 detailed sentences and a conclusion sentence for each paragraph. Please answer the question and parts of questions presented completely for your discussion with descriptions, details, explanation, examples, and answer why. Please use proper spelling, grammar, and punctuation and complete sentences. And edit your work. Make sure you cite your sources, APA style. Remember UMA Student Success Center. Remember to use the Student Success Center as needed, which includes the Writing Center, Library, Academic Coaching, Set the Pace webinars or others, Student Resources, which is under the course main menu, Starfish, and please use the welcome PowerPoint and video and course orientation PowerPoint that I provided. How do you submit a discussion? Step 1, you go to the course main menu and you click on discussions. Pick your week and your topic. If you want to see what the instructions are again, please click on here, or you can watch the video tutorial. I always have information about the discussions and the assignments under the student materials. Step 3. Once you find your discussion, you want to create a subject. Make sure you type out a subject for the text that you're going to submit. Step 4. Use the discussion criteria to create a 1-paragraph minimum writing to answer the discussion question topic. Use the paragraph and sentence format described under this discussion expectations previously. Now you're going to submit it. For replies, you need 2 replies with a minimum of 3 sentences each, posted on separate days from your original discussion post. You're going to follow the same steps 1, 2, and 3, but instead of creating a new thread, you're going to reply. Your subject topics for your discussion reply shows the original subject heading that you created for the original discussion. You can keep it or change it. Click Create Your Discussion. A text box appears. Type your 3 sentences in. To reply, make sure you include why you agree or disagree with your peer, and submit. Now let's talk about weekly materials. See the course homepage, main menu, weekly materials. Here's the main menu, weekly materials. And we're going to pick week 1. Under each week of weekly materials, you always see the roadmap. In this case, it's week 1 roadmap, and this is what the roadmap looks like. The roadmap guides you in terms of what you should be completing each day. Step 1 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 3 on Wednesday, 4 on Thursday, 5 on Friday, and 6 on Saturday. Assignment guidelines. I'm going to present this a couple of different ways. I always provide the guidelines to you by course announcements and email, so you'll see this information again and again and again. When you were back in school before you did things on computers, or when you're writing things out before you actually type them on a Word document, you might be in the habit of putting a name label on the upper left or upper right or center of your paper at the top. Your name, what is the assignment, what is the date, etc. So go ahead and keep that habit up. That's great for your essay. You're going to have an essay title. You're going to have a 1-page length document for single-spaced content or 2 pages for double-spaced content. You're going to have 5 paragraphs, and that's what we're going to talk about specifically. What do you have to have in those paragraphs? Your first paragraph is going to be an introduction. Your second paragraph is going, third and fourth paragraphs are going to be your detailed paragraphs, and your fifth paragraph, the final paragraph, is going to be your conclusion. At the end of your conclusion, you'll have a separate section for your references. You're going to have subtitles for your paragraphs, and you're going to have 5 sentences for each paragraph. Once you read through this, it should make a lot more sense. Now let's look at it presented a different way. Giving credit where credit is due. Articles should be based on reliable third-party publishing sources with fact-checking accuracy. The term publish is most commonly associated with text materials, either traditional printed format or online. But you can have audio, video, or multimedia materials that have been recorded, then broadcast, distributed, or archived by a reputable third-party source as well. These have to be cited also. Please do not use Wikipedia. And please remember, everything needs to be cited and stated in APA format. Discussions and assignments both need to be cited APA format. When you cite your sources of information, any statements within your paper that are referenced from either the textbook or internet source needs to be cited regardless of whether or not you are restating something word for word. So if you paraphrase something, meaning referring to information from an outside source in your own words, which it should be as much as possible, it needs to be properly cited. If it's not, this is considered plagiarism. Your paper needs to contain both in-text citations and full citations at the end of your paper. Please access the link that I referred to in the PowerPoint, citationmachine.net. Essay format. We're going to talk about the essay format is the same as what we've previously talked about, only presented in a different way. Again, you have your essay name label, your name, what is the assignment about, at the top of the paper. Then you have an essay title with double spacing on above it and below it. Using an essay format means you have 5 paragraphs. Each paragraph has a title or a subtitle called the subtitle. What is the topic of the paragraph? Each paragraph has 5 sentences. So you have 5 paragraphs, an introduction, 3 detailed paragraphs, and a conclusion. With your paragraphs, you have 5 sentences. You have an introduction sentence or topic sentence. You have 3 detailed sentences and a conclusion sentence. And then you have your reference section. Again, here's another way to look at it. Here's an essay outline. And I've got things underlined, and it's just stated differently, maybe a little easier to follow. Assignment label, your name, what is the assignment, the essay title, introduction, that's the subtitle of your first paragraph, and then 3 detailed paragraphs and a conclusion, and references. If I were going to give you just off the top of my head example of an essay topic, if I said something that we could all relate to, usually people have a pretty easy time writing about themselves. So if we were going to make some information about myself into an essay, I would say I would call it All About Me. That would be my essay title. So with my introduction, just like if I came into a room and introduced myself and did a verbal speech, I would be introducing who I am and what am I there for and what am I going to be discussing. You're doing the same thing in writing. So my introduction paragraph is going to state what the whole essay paper is going to be about in 5 sentences. So I'm going to have a topic sentence. My name is Patricia Smith. I'm going to discuss all about me. 3 aspects that are important to me are work, family and pets, and friends. So those 3 top subtopics of my essay, all about me, would become my detailed paragraphs. And then with my first detailed paragraph, paragraph 2, I would have my subtitle as work. I would discuss 3 aspects about my work. Maybe my commute, my online job, my on-site job. And then my third detailed paragraph, my third paragraph, second detailed paragraph would be all about family and pets. I would discuss 3 aspects of my family and pets with a subtitle for that paragraph, maybe something as simple as family and pets. With an introduction sentence, 3 detailed sentences, and a conclusion. One sentence maybe being about my children, another sentence being about my grandchildren, and another sentence being about pets. And then a conclusion to summarize what was in that paragraph. My last detailed paragraph, my 4th paragraph of my 5-paragraph full-length page essay would be about friends. So I've talked about work, I've talked about family and pets, and I've talked about friends. Friends, in that paragraph, friends would be my subtopic title. And in that paragraph, I would have 5 sentences. I would have an introduction, 3 detailed sentences, and a conclusion sentence to describe friends. 3 concepts about friends would be my social friends, my work friends, my online friends. I would give 1 sentence about each of those things after I give the introduction to say that's what I'm going to talk about in that paragraph, and then I would summarize that paragraph with the summary sentence or conclusion sentence. Your conclusion sentence can transition to the next paragraph or summarize the entire essay if it's the conclusion paragraph. And then of course the last section of your essay is references. Now let's talk about keyboarding and assignments. Keyboarding assignments. These guidelines pertain to week 1, but they can be used to help you to submit keyboarding assignments for weeks 1 through 5. Be sure to follow the keyboarding assignment instructions closely to meet the grading criteria and earn all possible points. With the keyboarding assignment, in your first week, you're going to be learning about the software and the book and installing the program. Greg's College Keyboarding is the textbook that you'll be using. In week 1, you need to have a minimum of 10 words per minute in 2 attempts with 3 or less errors submitted. You're going to go to under the assignments under the main menu and pull up the assignment instructions and resave them. When you pull it up and download it, it starts out as a PDF file. You have to rename that file as a Microsoft Word document with a Microsoft Word file extension like .doc or .docx or .rtf. You're going to provide this copy of this assignment. There's a table within that assignment after you've completed your attempts and the exercises and lessons where you put your scores on there for the first 2 attempts. And you also resave that document with your last name, first letter capitalized, your first initial, capitalized underscore, lesson with a capital L, and then whatever the number of the week it is, in this case lesson 1. Then you have your Microsoft file extension on there, and that's how you receive all of your points. You submit it just like an assignment. It is an assignment, but that's your attached document, is the actual copy of the assignment instructions itself. Now on to assignment submission. How to submit an assignment. IHMO or LOM or keyboarding. Log into your course, go to course homepage, main menu, click on assignments. Main menu, assignments. Once you click on the assignment, you're going to pick the assignment you want. The first window you're going to see at the top here that's not shown is some help. So you're always going to see ways to get help. When we get to the week 1 keyboarding assignment or LOM assignment, you can click on here to see the instructions. But there's more detailed instructions listed under the student materials for week 1. So go by that, because that's how I grade the assignments. You can also watch the video tutorial for information on how to submit the assignment as well. To find your document that you saved, you've got to create the document, whether it's IHMO, LOM, essays, or your keyboarding. You're going to save those documents on your computer somewhere. So when it says browse, that's what it means. You're going to browse. Let's look through your computer to find the actual document that you saved that you want to submit for whichever assignment you're trying to submit. You attach it to the submission window. So this is what it's going to look like. We've got this top screen here. Screenshot shows looking through the computer to find the document and then attaching the files. Once the file is attached, then you just click submit to submit the document. Weekly gradable items and test access. Remember, the weekly gradable items include discussions, assignments, and tests. Tests are 45% of your weekly grades. Make sure you access your test early in the week. You have 4 attempts for each test by the weekly due date. You have 2 tests each week. Remember, prepare, prepare, prepare. Prepare to succeed. And I am here for you.